Our next presenter will be Ieva from Jūrmala, and there she is, wonderful, Ieva. Welcome, good to see you. Actually, you are working in a municipality. You are responsible for your city, and of course, this is now important to say, you are responsible for one of the 6 LUCIA pilot sites. Yolanda, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Ieva.
Thank you.
Yes, and nice to see you, Ieva. Go for it.
Yes, thank you for the introduction. Yes, as well as you said before, my name is Ieva, and I am the project implementer here in Jūrmala. And I will give you an insight into our pilot site and a little bit information about the economic aspects of the pilot project realization. Our pilot site is located on Jomas Street, which is a pedestrian street, and also I would say the most famous street in Jūrmala, as it is the most famous place for meetings between locals and visitors of Jūrmala, and lots of cafes and restaurants are located here. And you can see during summer then that the visitors are walking on the street, enjoying their summer with ice cream cones in their hands. This place is also very significant when we are talking about the historical and cultural value of the city, and it is also located in one of the narrowest places in our city between River Lielupe and the seaside of the Gulf of Riga. The length of the pilot site is 1.1 kilometer. And we are planning, and we are currently replacing 115 lightning poles alongside with the luminaires on the street. And currently there are 109 lampposts with 3 light bulbs and 9 lampposts with 2 light bulbs, which currently are quite ineffective lighting, as it is this old sodium lighting. So currently, the lighting in Jūrmala is maintained and repaired by a municipal company, which is named Jūrmala Lighting. And they're also planning the budget for the lighting each year and the necessary investments. And after Jomas Street project realization, the municipal company, Jūrmala Lighting, will be responsible for the maintenance and management of the lighting on the street. There are total 11,000 lightning poles in Jūrmala, and 60% of them are wooden, concrete and metal lightning poles in poor technical condition. There are mainly 4 types of luminaires in the city. Around 20% of them are LED lighting, and 70% of them are sodium lighting, and the rest are mercury, spotlights, and other lighting. When planning this project realization, we thought of different intelligent light functions that we could install on Jomas Street, and we also asked the local inhabitants what their opinion is. And among the most popular answers were that the changes in the brightness should change according to pedestrian flow. And the inhabitants also wanted to see that the public security is improved. And we considered that we managed to implement those 2 aspects when realizing our pilot site. But the others that are mentioned, unfortunately, we didn't implement, which is the analysis of the pedestrian flow, the waste management for the municipality to know if the bins are full, the monitoring of the surface, for example, if there are some pits or defects on the street surface, and also the road directions or offers from the entrepreneurs sent to phone. These are the things that we could still improve and implement in the future. Also, one of the main aspects when planning the Jūrmala street lighting was the design. And we discovered then that in the history, the street had also some really interesting lighting with round-shaped luminaires. And the middle picture is the current lighting, also with round-shaped luminaires. And the question was, what should the lighting look like to also meet the needs for the cultural and the historical environment that the Jūrmala street has at the moment. First, we made some visualizations, and the first lighting that we tested were Philips Copenhagen white lighting. This is the visualization on Jūrmala street. They offered the architect company that made these visualizations offered also different colors like red and blue, so the lighting can change in the festive season, in Christmas or in summer. But we discovered that these are quite energy efficient, but they are quite expensive. For this Philips LED lighting, we also tested different types of luminaires with different decorations, and we tested how the lighting could look like during day and during night to see how the lighting would blend into the city infrastructure. We also tested in this example only one luminaire on the pole to see how it would look, and we tested it because we decided maybe we could install only a part of the lighting and maybe save some budget. But the city planners decided that this example lacks its volume that the previous lighting had. And so we looked for another options how we could make the lighting more attractive and meet the needs of the inhabitants. And we found globe lighting that is quite similar to the existing lighting that is also LED lighting, and which also could be quite energy efficient and could meet the needs of the energy efficiency. And so overall, we came from, we tested from the Philips lighting, which we decided were too expensive for our budget. And then we installed the globe lighting. This is one of the examples. And then we installed different decorations of the lighting poles, which are more fine. So it also meets a little bit more to the needs of the historical value of the street. And there you can see the results of the test luminaires that are installed. We also installed sensors that can change the bright of the lighting according to pedestrian flow. So we also had been planned to implement this function from the beginning of the project, and we tested, and it all works. In this example, it's Steinel sensors that we are installing on Jūrmala street. In total, there are more than 4,000 kilowatt hours used for the city lighting, and around 2.5% are the annual consumption of Jūrmala street lighting, which is quite a lot. And we are planning that the luminaires will provide remote monitoring and control and easy use of different data using the city light program. And also the calculations show that the luminaires will provide energy consumption less, 40% less using the dimming function of the luminaires. And to calculate the economic benefits from this project, we use Excel spreadsheet where we put data regarding the energy consumption and energy costs of the old lighting. And we put the same data for the planned lighting, and we get that the planned energy savings would be 40%, and that the project would pay for itself after 12 years. We also used some diagrams that were offered in the economy benefit tool by our project partners, and there you can see the old data is the blue color and the new data is the red color, and this information helped us to present these data to the deputies of city council to help them decide to allocate extra funding for the project that we needed to finish the whole replacement of the lighting of Jūrmala Street. We also use this information to determine the non-economic benefits of Jūrmala Street, and we consider that the new lighting will improve the safety. It provides the design that is according to the cultural and historical needs of the city. It also has smart features, as it has sensors that change the brightness according to the pedestrian flow, and it also has more positive benefit on the wildlife, as the research shows that the LED lighting is more friendly to the animals. But we did not find out how to improve the situation of light pollution, as this lighting still has the brightness that is reached upwards, so we are still a little bit lightening the sky. So I hope that everyone who are planning to replace lighting in their cities will have some inspiration to have energy efficient and smart lighting. Have good luck and thank you.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Ieva. Like I said, this was very tangible and first of our pilot site presentations, and also very good look for the economic part also. That was example how to use that tool which we created. Very simple Excel tool, hopefully helping for you. And that was good example. So about do we have some question directly to Ieva? We have some in our chat, and do you have any?
Well, actually, Ieva, thank you so much that you tested the tool, that you improved it. And do you think that this tool could help other municipalities as well? So, because it's really an issue that we have to speed up, we have to do knowledge building for municipalities. Is it a handy tool? Do you think that also our fact sheets helped you, guided you through your decisions you had to make?
Yes, thank you for the questions. When speaking about this tool that we used for the economic benefits, I consider that it is a very simple and very useful tool to show the decision makers what they are deciding on, because usually our decision makers like very visual and very clear data, and we use this to present and to tell what will be the long-term benefit when changing the lighting, to not do just a part of the project, but to do the whole of the project. And when speaking about the fact sheets, we use this information when planning procurement, and we put on the information regarding the energy efficiency that the competitors should meet when offering their offers. So we very practically use this information when we were planning the development of this pilot and the development of the technical project. So we use it in the very beginning to avoid that we will get old and ineffective lighting and would not get any economic benefits from this project. So I consider this as a good tool and very visual and easily understandable information.
Yes, that's super nice to hear, and now we realize that this kind of help we might also provide. But about the question, there is a very good question from our colleague from Juri Nurulin from St. Petersburg. Greetings to there. General question to all speakers: how smart should be the inhabitants of smart cities be? Should we help them to become smarter? That was a good question, and we so much talk about these smart city issues here, and very simple but hard question. And Mr. Thomas Jacob already answered for this, and this is also at least a good answer than the question was. So people are as smart as they like to be. No engineer should tell people to be smarter. And if I do not follow the smart city principles, am I stupid? Is being smart a kind of philosopher's stone? Is a bonfire having a dog unsmart driving e-bike ordered by smartphone smart? So this is really a philosophy, and but in the core question there is something still very right. And about those engagement of citizens and people to this, what we are here aware of and what is our mission to deliver. So we really have to take those inhabitants with us and ask their opinion and tell the opportunities and open it and not go behind these technical words and try to be as clear as possible. That's our challenge, I feel.
Yes, I think so. And last but not least, of course, I think it needs development. It needs development to think in a very critical way about smart cities and what this means. Ieva, you already touched just a side effect of waste management. But this is also a tiny little step into the smart city.